welcome to the channel. We're not on the homestead today. We ventured over to my buddies at Tiemeyers Farm Market. My friend Adam, we've been friends for I don't know how long, but a real long time. So Adam, what do you got going on here?
Got greenhouse tomatoes. I've been in here about 30 days. They're a non-determinate variety of tomato, so they'll get 10-12 feet tall. We grow them in here for fresh market. They'll be great big slicer tomatoes 2 months earlier than you can get them anywhere else in the state of Indiana. We also have bell peppers in here. Normally by the 1st of April we'd be starting to pick, but we're a little bit late this year, but they're coming into it. They're blooming pretty hard and look like healthy plants. We keep it about 90 degrees in here around the clock, so they grow 24 hours a day.
Adam was just telling me this last row of tomatoes here, they're not quite as tall as the other ones, but these are heirloom varieties, like German pinks, Mr. Stripey's, some chocolate thing, I forget what he told me.
Chocolate sprinkles.
Yeah, chocolate sprinkles. There's 1.5 billion different varieties of tomatoes, but heirloom tomatoes are your original. They can date them back to the 1800s or before that even. But with an heirloom tomato, you can save the seed out of it and grow it next year. I'm not real sure on them if they're a hybrid tomato. If you try to save the seed out of a hybrid tomato and try to grow it the next year, you're gonna chances are it's gonna come back to a cherry tomato, is what it's been crossed with.
It'll become one or the other, whatever it's called.
Right. Adam here is going to show us how they get these tomatoes to get to the roof, and then they'll come back down.
So what you do on a tomato to get them to grow up rather than bush out is you have to sucker them. As a lot of people know about suckering tobacco, you can sucker tomatoes the same way. And what you do on that is in the V of the plant, you've got the leaf that comes out, and the V, there will be a sucker that grows in there, and you take that sucker out and that'll grow up instead of out, and you'll get more production out of your tomatoes in the long run. You just have to be very careful up here in the top. If you take the head out, which I do quite regularly by mistake, your tomato will stay that height. It won't get any taller. So you just have to watch what you're doing and just go through and take the suckers out every 4 or 5 days, and then your tomatoes can get really tall. You can do that in your garden at home, no problem.
We popped into this greenhouse just to show them this is an empty greenhouse. They just got done
sterilizing
the greenhouse. So I think this is a 32 by 100 foot greenhouse. I don't know how tall it is, but actually they just had to put a new cover on it. The couple days after our storm damage at our homestead, they lost their cover on this house. So this got a cover on it this week. They sterilized it this week, and I'd say by 5 o'clock tomorrow, this thing will be plumb full. Maybe not plumb full because that's a lot of room, but I know the other 2 greenhouses up there where they got flowers going in, they're busting at the seams, so they had to get this greenhouse up and going because they out of room up there, and ain't no sense having the greenhouse empty this time of year.
This is typically one of their pumpkin fields, so come the fall this will be just filled to the brim with big old pumpkins.
Big prize winner pumpkins, and I've seen pumpkins in here that weigh 200 pounds, but this used to be a feedlot. They used to feed out cattle here, so this ground here's had manure, cattle manure on it for geez who knows how long, but it's pretty good dirt right here, so they utilize it very well. What's going on, Damon?
loosen up some plugs. I've got more vegetable plants seeded up right here. We've got a heated table here. When you put your seeds and soil on there and you've got bottom heat, they'll germinate in about 2.5 to 3 days. So it saves you a bunch of time, and you don't lose as much seed, it don't rot, and it works for us.
And how is that heated with hot water circulated?
Yeah, it's hot water circulated. The water heater underneath here. This table's covered in sand. There's water lines that run from one end to the other, and covered in sand, and just put black plastic on it. We keep it around 100, 110 degrees, and it makes it happen.
Yeah, because normally, you know, germination, like for me to germinate something, usually 7 to 12 days before I get a.
Now peppers will take you a little longer.
Yeah.
So they're always a couple weeks to germinate, but a week I can get them germinated on here. But like tomato seed and stuff, 3 days it's
Now
sprouted.
carrots, oh, that's pretty tough on that.
I don't know, never done any carrots.
Yeah, I've never ever got carrots to germinate. But I don't have to grow carrots because there's a guy down the road here, Driftwood Organics. He can grow carrots, so I just buy my carrots from him. You know.
We've got hanging baskets, 6-inch cups, a little bit of everything in here now. Just getting started. We'll open to sell here probably the 15th of April. But walk around through this house and check out all our neat planters and everything else we got over there. Stuff you can't buy every day.
Here he's got some big patio planters. I think they call these a 15-inch planter. 10 or 12-inch hanging baskets. Started. And another thing I like to throw at it, these guys have helped me tremendously with growing about everything I grow. I'll get an idea in my head and I'll call Adam and I say, hey, what do you think about this? And he goes, that might work, or he might say, you're an idiot. But yeah, Adam, he's been a big influence and help to me to get started trying to run my greenhouse. Actually, when we put up our greenhouse, I called Adam about every 3 hours. Hey, what do you think of this? I know I bugged him to death on that, but he was very helpful, and actually he's going to come out and help us recover it when we get to that here in a week or two. But yeah, a bunch of them patio planters. I like those. Them cool. Them would be good. Right here is what Adam was talking about, stuff you can't buy just anywhere. They'll take these wooden crates, like, and I could be wrong on this, but I'm pretty sure when we get into the New York peaches, and peaches from up northeast, they always come in these crates. Well, Adam, he'll save these crates and put the burlap and make planters out of them. Great idea.
Got a frog.
Yeah, we'll have to. I ain't real sure what his job is, but I'm sure he's got one.
His job is to be cool.
Well, you caught us all Satan. You have to do that from time to time. But I want to thank Adam for everything he's done for me, and will continue to do for me, because he ain't done yet. He don't know that, but I do. But the greenhouses, you can never be in a bad mood walking into a greenhouse or walking out of a greenhouse. It's warm, it's comfortable, it smells good, beautiful, because it's full of life.
fresh stuff growing in it.
Yeah. Anything you want to add?
No. I'm glad you guys came over and checked us out. And come back in a couple weeks, we'll do it again. Everything changes every day.
Yeah. Yeah, I never would have thought of that until you just said that. Yeah, these houses, we could come back in a week and they'll be totally different.
In a week, I'll have some tomatoes.
Yeah, yeah. What he was telling me over there, he showed me where they started banding them, and he banded it. There was what, Monday you banded?
Monday, they've grown over 6 inches since
Yeah,
Monday.
that is crazy. But you know, it's got heat, it's got humidity, it's got the perfect climate to
They
grow
get
in.
fed every day.
Yeah, and it's pretty impressive.
Here soon, all these tables will be filled with produce.
Oh, good. Quackers and pheasants. Hi guys. Come up on you a little quicker than what I thought. That's a pretty neat little deal they built here. Look, there's a bluegill in there. Goldfish. And this will have water flowing through it, but you know, we're still in the cold months, so they're not got full operation running yet. But I think I talked to Adam there, and he said by the 15th they'll have all this running. From all of us, from Mama Bear's Homestead and More, I hope y'all enjoyed this field trip we went on today. And if you're ever down and around Bologna, Indiana, they're off of Lake Road in Bologna, Indiana. Stop in, check them out. They always got something new. I was talking to Adam about this project they got going on over here. They're hoping to get it done here in the next month, but it's going to be pretty cool. Always do stuff on the weekends. Got great food. The pizza is wonderful. The tacos and taco salads are something they just added, and it's really good. I'm getting ready to go have one. So if you're ever in Bologna, stop and give these guys a check out. Hell, tell them I said that you came from the YouTube channel, Mama Bear's Homestead and More. Probably won't get you nothing, but they'll get a kick out of it. So as we like to say, keep on keeping on, my friends.